Good morning, Pelican Pod. It's the day of Orlando Informers Meetup. We are here to explore the wizarding world of Harry Potter. And this morning, I got up early and I did some walking around Cabana Bay with the beautiful view from the room. Thanks so much to Orlando Informer for inviting us down here. We're only here for one night of the event. If you see us in the park, say hello. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let you hear the sounds of the resort at 5:30 in the morning. And then stick around. There'll be a monologue towards the end. And I'll say who I am. My name's Morty. I'm one of the Pelican Podcast members. And I'm so glad you're here. And thank you to everyone that joined our live stream last night. It was sort of an experimental doodad, but we had 57 people in seconds, which made sense because there was just a lot of buzz here at Cabana Bay last night after the parks closed and people were in the restaurant. It just was a good time. There was a thunderstorm outside. So today we are going to hang around, do a little bit of prep work for filming tonight, and until then, enjoy the footage. Here's about 30-40 minutes of the different pools and different sections. Cabana Bay is one of the moderate resorts. We did walk over to Sapphire Falls, take the water taxi into the parks yesterday at City Walk. So some of that footage will be coming, but this one is more important for the morning so that I can get it up, clear a little storage on my phone, get ready for the event tonight where I would like to do a little more live streaming, maybe not. There's a lot of people that ask the question of what's the best time to go over. We're going to go over what the regulars of Orlando Informer suggest you do and see if that works. So tips, tricks, come on board, come fly with us. Thanks so much, everybody. Enjoy. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Hi. Hi, lady. Hi. Good morning. It was so crowded last night, I couldn't get a good look at it. Good morning, Pelicans. Morning after the storm. Skies are blue again. We have a sunrise coming up behind me. Live outside the Cabana Bay pools. I'm at the one where the Atomic Cafe is. While I'm normally sort of a Disney enthusiast, I'm here today for the Orlando Informer event over at Universal Studios, where we will get to experience Harry Potter, which we have not done yet. A few thoughts. I just did a 20-minute walk around of Cabana Bay. Still pretty early, not many people up and about. If you've seen my poly videos, you know it's sort of what I do. I like to get up before everyone else and get cool shots of the lobbies. And, this vlog began as a result of me needing to find a way to remember things that I had experienced because of some medical stuff back in 2021 that affected my memory and affected some of my cognizant abilities. Being a writer by trade, not a great mix, not a cool thing to experience in the middle of your career. But back to the thoughts on the Cabana Bay. So I'm a Gen Xer, and I'm also a gamer. One of the things I'm credited with is being one of the earliest pioneers in the cyberpunk genre. And a lot of that had to do with reading Philip K. Dick, watching the movie Blade Runner as a young adult, and then doing some role playing in the cyberspace world. So naturally, when I saw a game come out for, I think at the time it might have been just a Windows PC platform. I had already been playing Atari, I had already been playing Commodore 64, TI-99, some really ancient relics in the computing world. Games like Meridian 59 on the PC were things that kind of grabbed me. Heroes of Might and Magic, and I saw a game called Fallout. Now, people who've been here to Cabana Bay may know where I'm about to go with this as far as Fallout. And this is actually pretty cool. If you haven't been to Cabana Bay, Fallout takes place in the 1950s, like a fantasy 1950s, where the atomic world was everything. And there was a nuclear war. I think it might have been between Russia and the United States, since that was the current scapegoat of the world's troubles post-World War II, with the Berlin Wall still being up and things like that. So, actually the Berlin Wall, scratch that part. There was no Berlin Wall yet. That was later, I think. I don't know. I didn't claim this to be history. I claimed this to be a talk about my thoughts of Cabana Bay. So after the bomb drops, you walk around through some really fun landscapes of Americana trapped in time. So to come to fruition with where I'm going, Cabana Bay sort of is that moment in time before the bomb goes off in the fantasy, the fictional portrayal in Fallout, which I think today is being made into, or it has been made into a TV show. I believe some of my friends who I know through Legion M work might have some ties, might have some involvement in that. As much as I loved everything, I've sort of fallen away from Fallout. It's certainly fallen away from some of the more recent. I seriously just caught up on Schitt's Creek, and Modern Family, and it's 2024, so pretty slow catching up on that. So anyway, as a person who's primarily a Disney and who primarily loves the Poly, I got to give kudos to Cabana Bay. It is a different experience. I'm enjoying it. I like when it's not quite as crowded. It does feel more Fallout-ish to me, being this person that spends so many hours here in a video game, crawling around, picking through relics of things that got destroyed in the bomb. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say from Cabana Bay this morning. And tonight we'll be at the Orlando Informer. I did live stream for the very first time yesterday, and no idea how I did it, no idea what I did. I had some people watching, so I embarrassed myself, but that's pretty par for the course for me. I wish I did a better job for Pelican Pod, but I do what I can. So tonight, watch for live stream. If I don't get around to live stream, because I did have some battery issues yesterday, and unlike Disney, I did not bring my portable chargers today. I was taking a chance that, once I run out of filming, that's it, I'm done. But we're hoping that it doesn't rain like it did last night, doesn't storm like it did last night, and we can catch up. There's the sun peeking out right behind me over top of the hotel. But we're hoping we can catch everything that the Wizarding World of Harry Potter has to offer. And of course, being Gen X, Jaws, Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, E.T. These are all things that are on my radar. Jurassic Park. I got to experience Jurassic Park in the theaters the first time. I'm old enough that I experienced Star Wars for the first time, the original. Jaws, I did not. I did see that at a drive-in. So, keep an eye open for some Orlando Informer videos. And if you're going, say hello. I'll see you at the meetup tonight. I have no idea what I'm going to be wearing. Probably a Jurassic Park shirt. We wore the team crew stuff around yesterday while we explored City Walk. And we did some things. But thank you to everyone who did tune in last night and watch me embarrass myself and have no clue what I was doing. It was super fun. We were just sitting in the lobby and we're like, hey, let's turn live stream on. And that option's never been there before. We must have enough subscribers now. I don't even know. I think it said it was only a max of 25 people. In that shock of, hey, we're live. The rest of the pod, we completely forgot about any copyright warning stuff. And that's one of the other thoughts about the Poly that I had here. So there's music, but it's only where it plays in the cafeteria by the Bayliner. If that music was playing throughout the entire resort, all these grounds, it would be very, very vibey towards the Poly. And I don't know. I mean, you either do want to go for something like that or you don't. But I would enjoy had there been a little bit of a soundtrack over this last little bit of video. I'm going to do some voiceovers, but add some music. But it would have been cool to have some live sounds here from the resort. Except that bird that's yelling at me. I don't know if you can hear him. I believe he is not a huge fan of Mord's voice. Mord, shut up. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. You know, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my coffee. Only choice I had this morning was Starbucks. I don't usually buy Starbucks. But thanks to the Cabana Bay people at Starbucks for taking care of me and for spelling my name right. And they laughed at it. They thought it was an unusual name, which, as we all know, it is. One day I met one of my absolute heroes. His name is Tom Atkins. If nobody knows who he is, he was in Escape from New York. And there was an event in Pittsburgh when one of my novels came on, and I got invited to stand out in front of the lobby and not necessarily do autographs, but sort of do a meet and greet with some people that came up. A couple did bring books and I signed them and everything. But then I got to talk to Tom and he looked at me and said, "Mord, you're dead." Obviously the context of Mord and the full name is actually of Scottish origin and it's Mordegrim. So it is sort of a strange name, unusual name, but yeah, that's what I got. So sometimes go by my middle name too, which is Ron, so that's fine. It's a lot easier when growing up and going through school and not wanting to get picked on or having to do whatever you gotta do. Alright guys, I will see you later. Let's go have some fun at this Orlando Informer. I'm gonna try to stay out of the sun until then. As you can see behind me, you can't even see the globe really. So it's gonna be a nice hot one today in Orlando. You know, I forgot to add something as I'm walking through the little Cabana Bay. One of my buddies, who I'm a huge fan of, I'm actually a fan of quite a few different vloggers, that I sort of emulated, incorporated into what I do. But Todd, from traveling around Disney, I've watched hours of Rob from Ear Scouts and Molly and Alan and Mammoth Club. Funny, even some of the places I've been that we haven't vlogged, but I lived in Nashville for a while back in the early 90s and I'd always heard people talking about Dollywood, so I got a good laugh watching some of the Dollywood stuff. But anyway, one of the things I have not incorporated, I have some pictures of the food we eat. I'm not a foodie. I don't eat a lot. But something you guys want to see, let me know. However, medically, when I eat stuff, I don't do well. So I don't love food. But if there's something specific you want to see, definitely let me know. I'm gonna try some food at Bayliner today.